Okay, so here's the Chinese steel bumper. Before anything, yes, it's a buy. I like it. It's good. Bumper plus tax plus shipping, just under $400. How can you beat that? So, the lights fit in it fine. I was a little worried about these toe. If you know anything about the toe hooks, if you know anything about the taking off the plastic bumper, it's really just two bolts with 19mm heads in there. Like, how's that going to be work strong enough? But there's actually a flange, and so the two same bolts that hold on the trailer hitch, it goes into that, so it's using that. So you got those two extra bolts there. That's what makes it stronger. But I like it. It doesn't have that nice smooth finish that the Brit-Part one does have, but I still like it. It's good. Can't beat the price. No longer need to remove the bumper going off-road, the plastic one. So hope this helps. Okay, so first of all, this bumper, very well packed, unbelievably. I haven't even gotten it out yet, but had some cardboard on the other side. It's got this foam. It's got this material wrapped around it. This thing got here like in 3 days. Now, it was only coming from Georgia, a couple states away, but still FedExed around up here. Kind of unbelievable. So let me get it out of here, but definitely packaging A+. So this is the bumper with the texture. I didn't really like the texture that much. I wish it was smooth like the Brit-Part one. But the price is right. If you notice where the D-rings go, it's not just a piece welded on here, but it goes all the way through here. It's welded here and in the front. So I like that. That's good. It's got this extra basically support right there, so that's nice. So it seems well made. Let's see how it fits on the D2. Let's see how it lines up with the trim pieces on the corners above it. How they fit, how the lights go in it fit. But for the price, essentially around $400 delivered. Not bad. All right, so to get this thing on, it's got this flange. I think it goes right here. So you gotta undo these two bolts, 18mm bolts, and then to get it to move down, there's a 21mm nut, another 21mm nut over here. You don't have to get a wrench and take it all the way off. Just loosen it up so you can just move this thing out of the way and drop it a little bit to get that flange to go in. Okay, so what I'm having to do here is I've got a jack. I've got a couple of bolts, one on each side. They're not the original bolts. I got some longer ones, and they're just holding everything temporarily. My issue is the jack. I'm going to need to jack up the trailer hitch because that flange isn't at the perfect angle. So that's kind of understand that. So I'll have to jack this up so that those bolts will be in the right angle and such, so I can get them in. Okay, so I got the bumper installed. Got a little issue on this side. The trim piece, the bumper is sitting a little too high, so it popped out. This side is barely right, but we're gonna try to take it off, loosen everything up. Maybe I need to put some spacers in these two bolts to bring it down a little bit, but we'll see what we can do. All right, so I've got a little bit of issue. The bumper gets too tight up here and loosens this off, and this is fighting for space. I'm gonna put a couple washers under the 2 bolts right here to gotta give it a little more space so it's not pressing the bumper up so high. So another thing, these clips for the lights, they really don't do anything. There is a tab for right here for these 2 little notches to go in, but it's really just a press fit. And the 2 nuts I put up there for those bolts, they helped a little bit, but I still ended up trimming this little piece of trim just a little bit. I think it's probably a little bit of the bumper, maybe the frame is a little, you know, bent. I mean, we're talking bent, we're talking like, you know, a millimeter. So it's just taking everything off just a little bit. On these, as you know, there's a little tab. You might want to just cut those off with this Phillips head screw behind it. The bumper kind of fights to get over it. I need to get some new fasteners for mine, but overall I like it. I think it looks good. So here's an interesting thing. Here's the regular bumper. If you notice, it's completely flat. It's on a straight line, and the top line is completely flat. Why would the steel bumper, they make it so it angles up? I don't know. And then again, you see how this goes up. Why did they do that? I don't know. So whoever's making these, make a correction in the jig so it's not going up. But I still call it a buy. Still a good buy.